All right, we're going to look at graphical addition. All right, guys, quickly. We only have 5 minutes. Graphical addition. We're going to do one example. And this will be similar to what you see, not necessarily on your team test, but what you will see on your test. Now, I am not going to give you a problem like you just saw. That's too time consuming. I will give you something more that looks like this. Sketch the graph of f of x equals negative x squared plus absolute value of 2x. The good news is you know what both of these graphs look like. We have a parabola opening down, and then we have an absolute value functioning opening up, stretched by 2. Now, instead of having to measure stuff, you're not going to have to do that. You're going to make a table. And your table is going to have 3 columns. I know I lied to you earlier in the year. I said you'll never have to make a table again. Which you really don't usually because of H and K shift, but for graphical addition, you're going to need to do that. And I want you to use the values negative 3 to 3 because we want to get a good enough picture of what's happening here as we move along the x-axis. And then your function will go right in here. Alright, so I'll do the first one with you, you're going to do the rest. I'm going to use parentheses for my x. And you will see how important these parentheses become. If you don't put parentheses here, all of you are going to do what with these negatives? You're going to multiply them, you're going to get a positive. Is that going to happen? No, you got to square it first. So go ahead and do the math. Negative 3 squared, 9. But we're taking the negative of it. We get negative 9. And then what's 2 times negative 3? Negative 6, but it's absolute value. Plus 6. Negative 9 plus 6? Negative 3. Go ahead and figure out the other values quickly. All right, what are the different values you got, Devontae? It's going to hop around. Negative 3. 0. Then what's next? 1. 0. 1. 0. Negative 3. Okay? I know it looks strange. You guys will have more time to do this when you're taking the test, but I want to get you guys out of here. We're not done. We've got to graph it. Plot these points. Sketch an XY axis. And let's go ahead and plot them. Quickly graph this. And this looks really strange. And here's where we're going with this. This is your final graph. On the test, you only have to do one graph. You don't have to graph both of them. You get your table, you draw your final graph. Which function does it look more like? The parabola or the absolute value? All right, it looks more like the negative x squared. Now I'm going to pause this